Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy Jalmong here, back again with another video. And today we are going over my updated sneaker collection of 2023. Alright guys, I'm super excited to do this video. The last time I did this video was when I first came back from college and I just restarted YouTube all over again. I showed you guys my sneaker collection. A lot in my collection right now is pretty much the same. I've sold some sneakers, but I've also bought a ton this year. Yeah, I'm only gonna be doing the sneakers that I actually own and wear, not the ones that I kind of have on ice that I'm gonna be selling for the future. I'm gonna do a separate video on all the sneakers that I've bought in 2023 in the future, but for now I'm just gonna be doing all the shoes that I rock on the daily. So if this is your first time here, my name is John. I love to make content on sneakers, clothing, menswear, and streetwear, and I post every single Friday. I love making YouTube videos for you guys just because I love to talk about sneakers. So if you can, join my community and hit that subscribe button and make sure to leave a like on this video because I really want to make this channel grow and I would love to make more over time. With that being said, this is my sneaker collection of 2023. Let's hop into it. So I'm thinking for this video, we're gonna go over the shoes that I actually have outside first, and then we're gonna be going over the sneaker containers because this is where all the heat is at. So make sure you stick around until the end of the video. Now starting things off, we do have the Air Max 90s in the infrared colorway. Now this is not actually the OG infrareds. This is actually the Golf version. So as you can see, the traction pattern is a little more aggressive. I found these at the outlets for basically retail. I never really thought I would own a pair of Air Max 90s. They just never really seemed like my shoe. But when I tried them on, I just love the infrared colorway. It just pops so well. This is a really unique shade of red that you really can't find on any other sneaker other than the Air Max 90s. To start things off, we do have the Air Max 90s in the infrared colorway. Next up, we do have the Nike Blazer Vintage 77s in the Celestine Blue colorway. Now I love my pair of Blazers. This is just a pair that I can literally rock every day. I love that shade of blue. I believe that the Blazers are a great shoe when you're on a budget. You know, if you're not trying to pay $200 and above on a sneaker that you can wear every single day, the Nike Blazer Vintage 77s are a great shoe to own. You really can't go wrong with them. Honestly, I might have to double up on a pair in the future just because I know that once I beat these up, I'm gonna have to get another pair just because I do love the Blazers so much. Especially in this same shade of blue, I'm gonna have to go with the same colorway again. So yep, we do have the Nike Blazers Vintage 77s in the Celestine Blue colorway. I just love these so much. The next sneaker we do have are the Yeezy 350 V2s in the blue tint colorway. Now this was the shoe that started it all for me. This is the shoe that got me into sneakers. That's why I started collecting them. So basically, if you guys don't already know, the story behind this is that I've always wanted a pair of Yeezys in high school, but I honestly could never afford them. I had a friend who does resell and collect Yeezys. For my birthday, he gifted this to me, and I just never really thought that someone would be able to do that for me. I was so thankful. I still am very thankful. That's why I still have them to this day. I literally got these in 2018 and now it's 2023, so I've literally owned this shoe for 5 years. This is the oldest sneaker that I have in my collection and it still holds up. Now, oh yeah, they are really dirty. They're pretty much my most beat shoe, but I still think this is a banger just because of the story it tells. This is honestly one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever owned. So yeah, with that being said, these are the Yeezy blue tints. I love these shoes with all my heart. Moving on to the next sneaker, we do have the Ultra Boost 4.0s in the running white colorway. Now this was also another pair that was gifted to me by my cousin. Yeah, I've always wanted a pair of Ultra Boost when I was in high school, and again, paying $180 for a high school student with no income was honestly a lot for me, so my parents wouldn't get them for me. I had to ask my cousin to gift them for me, but I was so excited and so hyped when I got a pair of Ultra Boosts just because they are so comfortable and they look so clean. Honestly, these shoes do have a special place in my heart, but I'm not so crazy about keeping them clean anymore. Honestly, now that I'm looking at them, I've had them for a while. I do think that getting them a little bit dirty gives them a little more character. Shout out to my cousin. So yeah, we do have the Ultra Boost 4.0s in the running white colorway. The next shoe we got up on this list is one of my coolest sneakers that I've ever owned. Honestly, this shoe isn't even that hype, but it still is one of the coolest shoes that I've ever owned. And that is the Nike FlyEase Go in the army green colorway. If you guys know anything about the Nike FlyEase Go, they are designed for those who are disabled, who might not be able to put on their shoes as easily as others do. So basically, with the step of the heel, you would push these up, and then the shoe would basically come up. You would slip your foot in and then step down, and then your shoe would be secured. And that's literally all there is to the shoe. It's so simple, and it's also very comfortable. I feel like this is such an underrated sneaker just because this is innovation for sneakers, and not a lot of people own them. You can literally find these at the outlet, and I'm kind of upset about that just because more people should be craving on these shoes. They kind of look like a banana right now because of how much I wear them, but but the next sneaker we got are the Vans Checkerboard Authentics. Now, I do love the Vans Checkerboard Authentics. Now, if you do know anything about Richie Lee, he hyped these up back in like 2016, so a lot of people jumped on this wave, and to this day, I still think that the Vans Checkerboard Authentics are still a crazy pair of Vans. This is the only pair of Vans that I'm ever gonna own in my collection. It's so subtle, but it's so loud. It's just a great shoe. Nothing else much to say. We do have the Vans Checkerboard Authentics. You might think it's ugly, but I think otherwise. I do love these shoes so much. And then we also do have the Allbirds Dashers. Now, this pair was gifted to me by my friend Justin. Shout out to Justin. You are the best. You put me on to Allbirds. You know, he really told me how comfortable Allbirds are, and he actually gifted me this pair. Yeah, I gotta say, Allbirds are probably one of the most comfortable sneakers I own as well. This colorway is so bright, so sometimes it's hard to pair them with certain clothes, but I still appreciate the shoe at the end of the day. I just love how it has like a wool lining on the inside, and then it's just so cushioned. I feel like if you're trying to go for a safe shoe that goes with everything, and it's also really comfortable, the Allbirds are a great simple shoe to own. Let's get to the actual heat. Let's start off with one that is an all-time classic, and we do have the Ultra Boost 1.0s in the cream colorway. Now, this shoe is honestly my second favorite pair of sneakers of all time. I do love the cream Ultra Boost so much just because that cream colorway looks so clean. Honestly, I can't imagine my sneaker collection without the cream Ultra Boost. I wear these with pretty much everything. And yeah, I mean, they're so comfortable. They're Ultra Boost. Yeah, there's nothing else much I could say about the Ultra Boost 1.0s, but the creams, number 2 best sneakers of all time, in my opinion. That's just for me though. I know a lot of you guys are gonna disagree. Alright, the next shoe we got up are the Amelie D'Or New Balance 550s in this cream colorway. This was one of the first sneaker reviews that I did where I got a whole bunch of views on that. I think like that was the first sneaker video that I got 1,000 views, so that was kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't wear them a ton, but this is pretty much the only pair of New Balances that I'm ever gonna own. I do love that they're the Amelie D'Or collab. They just look so nice. So yeah, these are the Amelie D'Or New Balance 550s. Next up on this list, we do have the Air Jordan 1 Lows in the Paris exclusive colorway. Now in 2020, this particular colorway released only in Europe along with the Milan colorway. I was so crazy about this pair just because it's so clean. I do love that subtle blue on the back. Yeah, this is a pair that a lot of people did not know about and a lot of people slept on. I love this pair of lows. I just love how this shoe is so subtle, yet the colorway is just beautiful. So here are the Air Jordan 1 Lows in the Paris exclusive colorway. Alright, next shoe we got up are the Balenciaga Speed Trainers. This is pretty much my only pair of designer sneakers. Since I was in high school, I've always wanted this pair just because I think it's so cool. It literally looks like a sock. They look good with black skinny jeans as well just because they kind of just smoothly transition down to your feet. I don't wear these a ton, but still, this is a beautiful sneaker. I do love the Balenciaga Speed Trainers. Alright, the next pair we got up are the Jordan Thunder 4s. Now, this is my loudest pair of shoes in my collection. The shade of yellow is so bright, so for that reason it's kind of hard to wear them with a bunch of stuff, but I think as long as you got the right pair of pants on, they do look good with, you know, baggy jeans, any cargo pants you pair them with. So I mean, it is a loud sneaker, it's a bold color, but at the end of the day they go well with a lot of things. You know, I'm not one to own crazy loud bright colored sneakers, but this one has to be an exception. The Lightning Jordan 4s are a pretty underrated sneaker in my opinion. All right, the next pair we got up are the most comfortable sneakers that I own in my collection, and that is the OffWhite Prestos. They are so comfortable, they're so soft, it literally feels like you're walking on clouds. This was honestly one of the more heavy purchases that I've ever made, and honestly I kind of like how they're not super clean and white, just because I already have so many of those kind of sneakers. So just to own a sneaker with a little more age and just a little more wear to it gives it a whole lot of character. The OffWhite Prestos are going to be one that I'm going to have for a while. Now another pair of off-whites that I also own are the OffWhite Zoom Flies in the black colorway. I love this pair. When I first got them, I put them on and I felt like I was rocking on a boat, just because they're so lightweight. When it comes to this sneaker, I honestly do wear them in the rain. Not because I treat them as beaters, but because they're all black, so they really can't get dirty. This is such a simple sneaker, but obviously with the Off-White collab, it gives it a little more hype. I don't own a ton of black sneakers and I don't really like all black sneakers, but when it comes to the Off-White Zoom Flies, they are the ultimate exception. Now honestly, this was one of the Off-White collabs that did not go too crazy. If you go on eBay, if you go on Go, you can pretty much find a used pair for like under $300, which is pretty cheap for an Off-White sneaker, but still I feel like the Off-White Zoom Flies are pretty underrated in my opinion. Alright, so my camera actually died, so I had to pause the video and change out the battery. But the next shoe we got is actually a pair that I copped not too long ago, and that is the Air Jordan 1s in the lucky green colorway. Now I was able to cop these on release day. They were pretty widely stocked, I believe. Pretty much everyone who wanted a pair was able to get one, and when I'm out going about, you know, going to class and stuff like that, I just see a lot of people wearing this particular shoe. And yeah, it's such a classic but simple pair of sneakers to own. Now when I first got them, I didn't like the pair of laces that came with them, so I did have to swap them out with a pair of cream laces, and they do look so much better in my opinion. Now if you have watched my sneaker review on the lucky greens, you do know that I got them just because I do want to complete that trio of having a red and blue pair of Jordan 1s, and I finally have a green pair. Now I will admit that it is a little harder to rock compared to my other Jordan 1s, but still it is a clean sneaker nevertheless. So yep, here we have it, the Air Jordan 1s in the lucky green colorway. Alright, the next sneaker we got up are the Fragment Nike Sakai LD Waffles. Now when these first released, I took an L on these, and I really wanted them just because I did like the whole Nike Sakai LD Waffles. I think they look so cool. I mean, pretty much they have double soles, double swooshes, double laces. It's basically two sneakers put into one, and I really love that concept. And when Fragment first collabed with Sakai, I thought that was a sick collab. In the end of the day, I think it's probably one of my favorite sneakers that I have in my entire collection, and they're just so clean. They go with everything. I can literally wear them and they can match any outfit, any fit of pants. So if I wear like skinny jeans or baggy jeans, they'll look good with whatever. I know a lot of people say that they're pretty comfortable. Honestly, I don't think that they're as comfortable as my other sneakers, but nevertheless, these are the Fragment Sakai LD Waffles, and you really can't go wrong with them. Alright, the next sneaker we got up, this has to be my third favorite sneaker of all time, and that is the Yeezy 350s in the Turtle Dove colorway. Now when I was in high school, and that was in like 2016, the Turtle Doves first released, and I just thought they looked so clean. Now they were reselling for about like $1,000, so it was pretty much impossible to get a pair. Now I got mine used in 2020 when I was in college. I saved up a little bit of money and I was able to cop a pair for myself. Now they are pretty beat, I would say. Definitely the person who owned them before me wore them a lot, so I pretty much got like the leftovers of what that guy sold to me. And then pretty much last year they did re-release, and I was kind of sad just because I probably had better chances of copying them then. Now you can literally find a pair of Turtle Doves for like $400. Even though that's pretty expensive compared to like their $1,000 price point in the past. I mean, anyone who wants a turtle dove now can pretty much get it. I think when these get beat to the ground and they have no more life to them, I'm gonna have to get a new pair just because I do love the turtle dove so much. They're just so much nostalgia from when I wasn't even into sneakers yet, but I still thought that these were such a nice looking sneaker. So yup, here we have it, the Yeezy 350s in the turtle dove colorway. Alright, this next pair we got up is honestly a banger in my opinion. I feel like this is pretty underrated, and that is the Sean Cliver SB Dunks. Now this particular pair of SB Dunks are beautiful. Just look at that shade of blue, right? And then look at the golden swoosh. They just go together so well. And then you go to the outsoles and it's a little bit dirty. You can literally see glitter throughout, and it's just a little details in the shoe that just make it so beautiful. The insides even have a velvet lining, and that's how you know that this shoe is made with premium quality. I just love this one a lot. I consider it one of my grails. I love all the little details. Like you can literally see that snowflake where the perforation holes are. I also love that it is a pair of SB Dunks. I did want a pair of Dunks before this, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't end up settling for a regular Dunk. Nike Dunks are made with really poor quality versus SB Dunks. They actually put thought into it, and because this is a collaboration, they put more premium materials in their quality, so it's just overall a better shoe. So yep, these are the Sean Cliver SB Dunks. Alright, the next shoe we got up is another pair of Jordan 1s, and that is the UNC Obsidians. These specific pair are made with really good leather quality. I did cop these for retail, not in this specific size, however. I did get like a size 14 or something, and then I traded them into a consignment shop for my size. I had to put a little more money down, but compared to the prices of what they're actually going for now, what I paid was actually a fraction, so I'm not complaining at all. I was able to get these for a really good price, and I don't ever see these leaving my collection. They're a UNC colorway, you know, they're super clean, they go with everything, and yeah, I mean, I just love a good sneaker made with good quality. So here we have it. These are the Jordan 1s in the UNC Obsidian colorway. Alright, this next shoe we got up is pretty special to me, and that is the Pata Air Max 1s in the aqua blue colorway. Now, if you guys have watched one of my more recent videos, I did a whole review on this, and this pair, this specific pair, was actually gifted to me by my girlfriend Jasmine for my birthday, and for that I'm so grateful for this sneaker. I've wanted this for a while just because it is such a beautiful shade of blue. I do love the cream laces as well, along with the cream midsole. Just this entire sneaker is so wearable. They go well with everything, and she got them for my birthday, so I think naturally this is gonna be one of my favorite pairs of sneakers that I have in my collection. I actually have not busted them out yet. I might bust them out like literally today once I go to class. I think they go well with this shirt. Jasmine, thank you for blessing me with the Pata Air Max 1s. I know I already have so many shoes, but this one has a little more extra meaning to me, and for that reason, I do love the Pata Air Max 1s. Alright, this next sneaker is my most recent pickup. I do love these a lot, and these are the Nike Romero 5s in the Have a Nike Day colorway. If you guys haven't checked out my most recent video, I did a review on this, so go check that out right now. I probably will be leaving a link to every single review that I did of these sneakers. But yes, I believe that the Nike Romeros are one of the top sneakers of 2023. It took a while for me to own a pair just because I was waiting for the right colorway. Now this colorway has not released in America yet. It is only released in Asia. I was able to get these on StockX, and then they shipped to me from their location in Hong Kong. So I'm super happy and excited to wear these. I literally bust them out on the first day I got them. I have to say, the Nike Romeros are so comfortable. This shoe is here to stay. It's a great summer shoe. I mean, look at the colorways. They do go so great together. There's just so much going on, right? You have your ivory, and then you have some gold right here, and then your blue. It's just a lot of colorways, but at the end of the day, they just go really, really well. And I love this sneaker so much. The Nike Romero 5s in the Have a Nike Day colorway. Alright, we got 4 shoes left, and these are all bangers. So if you're sticking around, thank you so much. Make sure you're hitting that like button because, guys, your support means everything to me, really. Alright, so this next sneaker we got up is my favorite sneaker of all time, and that is the Spider-Man Jordan 1s. Now this pair is from the original Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and as you guys can see, I do have the pair from the Across the Spider-Verse movie. If you ask me, these will always be the better shoe, just because it's a Spider-Man themed sneaker in the Chicago colorway. Red is my favorite color. The shoe is red. The shoe is based on Spider-Man. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I literally fanboy over this sneaker every single day. Obviously, I've owned mine since like 2019, so they're not as icy anymore. This is my most favorite pair of sneakers that I've ever owned in my entire life. It's my first pair of Jordan 1s. Man, is it hot in here because this shoe is so fire. We do have the Spider-Man Jordan 1s. Alright, this next shoe we got up is another shoe that's pretty special to me, and this shoe is so fire, and these are a custom pair of Air Force 1s. Now, like I said before, this is a regular pair of Air Force 1s. At first, there's really nothing special to it, but then I got someone to customize them for me to literally paint a dragon across the swoosh, and that is so fire. On the other side, you have a red swoosh, and again, you guys know I love the color red. I also love dragons. I feel like this dragon is just so cool. Literally every time I wear these, I always get compliments, just because you literally can't find a lot of customs like these out there. I love these so much. These are so cool. Now, I don't wear them a whole ton, which is why they're still pretty clean. I just don't want to ruin a good custom. The last time I wore these was like on my birthday, and then before that, I wore them like 3 months ago. So I really don't bust these out a lot, but still, it's a great Air Force One to own. I love how this one is unique, and it really speaks to me. So we do have the custom Air Force One with the freaking dragon across it. Come on, guys. This next shoe is one of my grails, and I got them around the springtime. So happy that I did. And these are the Air Jordan 3 Amamaniers. Now, when this pair first dropped, I was honestly sleeping on them. I didn't see anything special about this specific pair. I know a lot of people were really big fans of these. I was so wrong, just because of the little details that the shoe has. Now, I did a whole review of the shoe talking about all the little details, but my favorite thing about the shoe is that quilted inner lining. That makes the shoe extra soft, extra comfortable, and extra premium. I cannot get over how beautiful this shoe is, and I love that little hint of eggplant on the heel. Amamanier kills it every single time, but this has to be their first and best collab they've had with Jordan. So yeah, this was my first pair of Jordan 3s, and I'm so glad it was, because I know I got the right pair. So yep, we have the Amamanier Jordan 3s. Alright, and finally, my last shoe of my sneaker collection of 2023. Now, I know I've already given my first, second, and third favorite pair of sneakers of all times to my other shoes already. This is probably my fourth, but still, I do love this sneaker with a unhealthy passion, and that is the Travis Scott Jordan 1s. Now, if you guys have been subscribed to my channel from the beginning of this year, you do know that it was a huge struggle to acquire these sneakers. Now, this shoe cost a lot of money. It was my most expensive purchase that I've literally ever made on everything, and it's just because I've owned this shoe in the past. I could have held on to it, but I sold them for dumb cheap, and I should have traded them in for my size. I was super regretful about that, and I knew I had to get this shoe back in my collection somehow. Finally, after months, I mean years of literal stress and just beating myself up, I got these shoes back in my collection. However, I have not worn these sneakers once, just because I'm so scared to ruin them. I purchased them just because it was something that I needed to do. It's something that I needed to have back in my collection, but it's not something that I need to wear all the time, because again, sneakers, you're gonna ruin them, you're gonna get them dirty, but I paid way too much to beat these up on the ground. Nevertheless, this is such a beautiful sneaker. I love everything about the Travis Scott Jordan 1s. I love the brown nubuck on the shoe. I love the reverse swoosh that Travis did. I also love the pink laces on this pair. These shoes are here to stay, guys. Unless there are some life-changing circumstances, I don't ever see myself selling this shoe. I'm so happy that I do finally have them again in my collection. These are just way too expensive to wear out. Maybe at like a sneaker con if I ever go to one of those. But if I'm ever just like running errands or going to class, I have so many other shoes to wear, so I don't see why I would have to bust these out. But yup, these are the Travis Scott Jordan 1s. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up my entire sneaker collection video. If you were able to stay till the end, I thank you so much for your support. Again, it would do me a whole lot if you could leave a big thumbs up and smash the subscribe button, just because I want this channel to grow. Now I would like to hear from you guys. Which one of these shoes are your favorites? And are there any shoes that I'm missing that I should be owning in my collection? Now I will have to say though, if you're able to stick around for the end of this video, I did want to announce that the next shoe I will be copying are the NMD S1s. I haven't picked a specific colorway yet just because I don't think that there are any nice colorways out there, but I'm waiting for one to just drop. That's gonna be my next sneaker pickup, hands down. I'm not gonna be copying anything else just because that sneaker is so long overdue to have in my collection, and I feel like I do need to own that. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you so much for sticking till the end of my sneaker video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!